Have you ever felt nervous or anxious before talking to someone? Someone that you perceived as more successful, attractive, and more intelligent than you? Maybe it's a colleague, it could be a stranger, or even someone that you're attracted to, which is probably pretty common. It's so easy to put people on a pedestal and feel like they're somehow better and more important than us. That somehow their opinion about us matters more than our opinion about them. But here's the truth. No one is inherently intimidating, and no one is better or worse than you. We're all human, and you deserve to live a life where you're not intimidated by anyone, allowing you to embrace every opportunity and live life fully and authentically. So let's put our brain on the right track. First, we're all human and we're all created equal. Everyone you meet is just another human being. We know this, but it can be so easy to forget. We all have our own strengths, weaknesses, insecurities, fears. The person that you're talking to might feel the same way as you do now, but in another situation. They might feel confident in one area, but feel just as vulnerable as you do in another. We're all on this life journey together, and at the core, we share the same fundamental experiences here. We all experience joy, pain, love, loss. No one is immune to the ups and downs of life, no matter how they might appear on the outside, and no matter how much you put them up here. And recognizing our shared humanity, I think that's the first step towards breaking down the barriers that make someone seem intimidating. So, why do we put people on a pedestal? Oftentimes I find it that we tend to focus too much on their accomplishments, their appearance, their status, while also downplaying our own in the process. Social media, celebrity culture, and even our own self-doubt, it can make us feel like others are playing an entirely different league than us, that we're down here while they're up there. But here's the thing. Pedestals are illusions. When we put people on a pedestal, we're only looking at a part of their life. In this certain aspect, we're putting them on a pedestal because that's what we see. However, now we're putting the entire person on the pedestal when it really maybe just be their looks. Someone's looks isn't even a percentage of their entire identity. We compare our behind the scenes to their best prime highlight moments. Come on, that's not fair at all. No one has everything figured out. Everyone faces challenges, even if they don't show it. And even if they do have everything figured out, they're the most gorgeous person on earth, they are super smart, they're super everything, then remember that they're also just humans. Use them for inspiration. You don't need to put them up there. You can put them here, but you can be like, oh, I feel so inspired by you. And you start talking to them about it. Don't downplay yourself when you admire others. You can admire others without downplaying yourself. Changing your perspective can be incredibly empowering. Instead of seeing someone as intimidating, try to see them as a person with their own struggle and aspirations and their own story. Imagine what they have had to go through to get where they are. Imagine how hard they've had to work. If you admire someone for something, let that inspire you rather than intimidate you. You can admire something about someone without downplaying yourself on it. You can admire someone without putting them on a pedestal. Use their success and their qualities as motivation and inspiration for your own growth rather than letting it make you feel inferior. Also, you have the right to speak and be heard just as much as anyone else. Your thoughts, your opinions, your experiences, they're valuable. And when you realize this, you'll start to feel more confident in approaching and interacting with others, regardless of who they are. When you walk into a room to engage in a conversation, remind yourself that your presence matters. You don't need anyone's validation to prove your worth. You know your worth. Whether you're talking to a stranger, a boss, someone that you admire, you have every right to be there. Of course, respectfully, to express yourself authentically. Like, no one has more right to do that than someone else. Practice makes perfect. If you find it challenging to overcome feelings of intimidation, practice is key. Start small by initiating conversations in low-pressure situations, complimenting that stranger on their jacket, simply greeting that person that you never really talked to in class. And over time, as you gain more experience and have more positive interactions, you'll start to feel more confident and more comfortable talking to anyone, regardless of their status, regardless if you know each other or not. Remember that confidence in different areas, it comes with experience. You'll feel more confident doing something the more that you do it. So the more you challenge this pedestal, the more you make your brain realize that, oh, maybe we're kind of equal. Like, this person is really just a person. And this is how it is with everyone. Popular kid in school, the most famous person on earth, that really scary boss that you have. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you're reinforcing a belief that no one is inherently intimidating and that you're able to connect with anyone. Finally, there's a sense of freedom in letting go. Letting go of the idea that others are more important than you and that others are here whilst you're there. When you stop putting people on a pedestal, you free yourself from so much unnecessary stress and anxiety. You allow yourself to engage in the world more openly and more confidently, knowing that you belong in this world just as much as anyone else, not more and not less. So, the next time you're on Instagram looking at someone that you're comparing your body to, or someone that you're seeing at a party that you feel nervous going up to, or when you're about to give a speech to the class, seeing everyone staring at you, remember this. They are just another human being with their own fears, their own insecurities. You don't need to put them on a pedestal because we're all equal. We're all trying to figure out this life together. And you have a right to be confident and express yourself just as you are, just as much as anyone else. I want you to take a moment today to remind yourself of your own worth. Whether it's at work, at a social event, online, you can connect with others on an equal level, and you can walk up to someone with confidence. No one is better or worse than you. We're all trying to figure this out. So, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone that you might feel need this little reminder, and subscribe for more content on building confidence and living authentically. And here's to approaching everyone as an equal, remaining confident in who you are.